What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, aka Benny P, back with another Minecraft tutorial, and today we're going to be building this semi-tick sugarcane farm. Oh yeah. So how does this semi-tick farm work? Basically it is an 11 wide, the build's wider than that, but there's 11 sugarcane in here, and every time a sugarcane grows up in front of that observer, it will tick the system and then push this piston will extend all of the slime blocks and this regular block and then solid block, and then that will break all of our sugarcane. So that is how this system works, and basically we just have a line of hoppers down here that run into this chest right here. And how are we semi-ticking this? So the way this semi-ticks is there is two dispensers, one on each side. One is going to a group of stairs and the other one into bottom half slabs. And basically what this is doing is dispensing water on this side, then taking it out, simultaneously dispensing water on this side, just switching the water source back and forth, which causes this to semi-tick. And you can see the redstone is fairly simple, nothing too crazy here. We just have a clock right here that's going back and forth, and yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Super simple farm here. It may take a minute for us to put it together, but it shouldn't be too bad. Here is all of the things you're going to need for this farm. You're going to need a stack and some extra of any building block you'd like, 11 stairs of any block you'd like, 11 slabs of any block you like. You're gonna need 11 dirt. I think you're seeing the pattern here. 11 sea lanterns, a stack of glass, and might as well bring a stack and a half. You're gonna need some sugar cane. You're gonna need 11 hoppers, two chests, and then a piston. You're gonna need either sand or gravel, some gravity block here, 3 sticky pistons, 2 redstone blocks, 24 pieces of redstone, 12 of these guys, redstone torches, and 12 repeaters, and then 34 of any type of leaf you would like, 22 dispensers, 10 slime blocks, 1 lever, and 11 buckets of empty buckets, and then 11 buckets of water. Now, one more thing to note before we build this: you can actually stack these guys. This is crazy. So we could stack this pretty much all the way up to build limit if we liked. And yeah, we'll still do the semi-tech and everything, and I'll show you guys how to do that after we build the base layer. But first off, we need to build the base layer. So we're gonna build it in this chunk right here. So if you want to build this chunk aligned, what you can do is mark out your chunks like I have with this texture pack, and all I'm going to do is put a single block right here, 2 blocks from the middle of the chunk. If you're not doing this chunk aligned, you can just do as I do, put 1 block here, and then count out 11 blocks with your glass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then a solid block at the end, just like so. Now go ahead and grab your hoppers and your chest, and you're going to put a double chest in the middle of these. So if we go in by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this should be the middle right here. We're just going to put down a chest facing this way, just like that. Now what you're going to want to do is grab all your hoppers and go ahead and place them all facing into this one chest. Should look something like this. All these hoppers going into that chest, and on this side we are going to have all the hoppers going into that chest. Next, go ahead and grab your 22 dispensers and some more solid blocks, and all we're going to do is we are just going to place in each of our dispensers in a row right behind these hoppers, just like I do on screen. Super simple. 11 there, and then 11 right here, just like I do on screen. All we're doing is placing down these dispensers, and then you're going to want solid blocks in between each of these. So I'm just going to use smooth stone. Doesn't matter what you use, any solid block will work. And that is these guys pretty much all set up. Now what I would do is go ahead and grab yourself your stairs and your slabs, and you're going to want to place your stairs exactly like I do here. Crouch and place them in this exact formation. That way you don't get water running everywhere, breaking all of your redstone. So it should look something like that. Now all we need to do is just put half slabs, bottom half slabs on top of each of these dispensers, just like I do on screen. Super easy, not a problem at all. So now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and build up the sides a little bit. So just take yourself some glass and you can just run it all the way down the side like so. And then you can do the same thing for the other side. We went one extra here, so we actually want to get rid of that right there. It should only be 11 wide, so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side and 5 on that side of the middle here. So I went a little extra wide there, not a big deal. We can go ahead and clean that up. Now you need to put down what your plants are going to be planted on. You could either use sand or dirt, but I'm going to use dirt here. And we are just going to put down a line of dirt blocks just like that, and that looks great. Let's start placing in some of the redstone components. So again, you're going to need some solid blocks and you're going to need redstone torches. All you're going to do is dig straight down here, just like I do on screen, and we are going to dig down to where we can get to this and just clear out all the way under each of your blocks, just like I do on screen, until you see the last block. Okay, there it is. Now what you're going to want to do is under each of these dispensers, just make sure you have a solid block, just like that. Now grab your redstone torches, and each redstone torch should be pointed in just like this on that solid block we just placed, and that looks pretty good. Now we need to break out a little area behind this to be placing in the rest of our redstone. So go ahead and break out a 2 by 11 area back here. You might as well make it 12 right there. And yeah, that looks pretty good. So now what we're going to need is we're going to need a block there and a block there, just like that. And then one more block right here. Now what we need to do is grab our redstone, just like so. Place that piece of redstone right here, and a torch right there. That looks pretty good. All right, now that we have this in place, what we're actually going to do is grab some more redstone, and we are going to place a piece of redstone right here, just like that. And then right behind this piece of redstone, we're going to dig down a couple blocks, and we are going to drop in a sticky piston, just like so, with a redstone block on top of that sticky piston. Should look something exactly like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come from this block right here, and we are going to put a solid a piece of redstone right there, and then we'll go down by one here, a piece of redstone there, down below this, just like I do on screen. All we're doing is digging a little trench down here to where we need this piece of redstone line to go. We'll need a block there. And then we can come straight behind here, and it should line up like this and straight into that piston. Now we don't need any solid blocks there, that should be fine. Now what we need to do is let's go ahead and grab our lever right here, and let's place that right on this block. Turn that on. That should push up this redstone block and double power this piece of redstone. Now if we run this line straight down, you'll see it should all be powered. Go ahead and grab yourself 12 repeaters, should be 11, and drop those guys straight down right here. You'll see this torch will turn off. These repeaters will stay on until we flick this lever right here, and now we have a clock. and the piece of redstone dropped down because the sticky piston pulled it down. And then if we push it back in, you'll see that our clock starts again. Stops again. So that's exactly what we want. All that looks great. Now we can pull in our glass here and right here, and yeah, that looks good. Now we can put the same amount of glass on the front, and believe it or not, we're getting pretty close here. So now what we need to do is we need to fill all these dispensers. Now if you did what I did, it's a little hard to fill them like this. You could either dig down here and fill them like from under like this if you wanted to, but maybe the easiest way to do it is just to remove these half slabs for a minute. At least for the front ones. The back ones will be easy to fill, but for now we will remove that. And then let's take our empty buckets just like so, and put one of these empty buckets in each one of the dispensers. Only one. You only want one empty bucket in each dispenser, and just go down the line and put 11 empty buckets into these 11 dispensers. Alright, now we have all of our empty buckets in the dispensers. Now we can go ahead and place these slabs back down, just like we did before, in a straight line, bottom half slabs. Now go ahead and take yourself a water bucket. You're going to need a few water buckets probably for this, but you need to make sure that each of these half slabs are waterlogged. Just like this, crouch and place your water on those half slabs, and that will cause them to be waterlogged. It will cause your water to run forward, and that will bring all your drops straight to these hoppers. Now all you need to do is you need to grab 11 water buckets. So I'm gonna have to grab a few more myself. Go ahead and grab 11 water buckets and then place them in the back 11 dispensers. One water bucket for each dispenser. And we actually missed one here. You want to make sure that you have all 11 redstone and repeaters put in here. Don't forget the last one like I did. Alright, that's all the water buckets. And also I missed a redstone and repeater here. Make sure you have one behind each of these. Double triple check that, and then also double triple check that you have a water bucket in each of these dispensers and an empty water bucket in each of those. And yeah, just make sure that you have a water bucket in each spot. Now if we flip this lever, you will notice that that stair isn't quite right, but that's okay. Yeah, you'll notice that this is switching back and forth, and that's what does the Simi tech. So if we switch this off, this is just going to bother me because I'm OCD. But yeah, this stair should be turned like that. It really doesn't matter. They could be straight across because we have glass there, so the water won't ever run out. But yeah, so now you should see this. If you don't see this, you did something wrong. Check each of your dispensers and check your redstone to make sure you did it exactly how I did. But there should be water switching back and forth from the half slabs to the stairs, to the stairs, to the half slabs. And we can go ahead and flick this back off. And now, since we've seen that, we are ready to go ahead and build this next piece. What you want to do is just grab yourself some leaves and run leaves straight across like this. And then 2 here and 2 right here. Actually, you don't need those. You will need those on the other side. So go ahead and grab yourself your slime blocks. Probably before we do this, we want to put in our light blocks. So go ahead and grab any lighting block. Doesn't matter. We're just going to sit that straight across just like that. Now what you're going to need is you're going to need your sticky piston. Grab your sticky piston and place it just like so. Now grab your slime blocks and you can run these in a straight line, 10 long all the way down, and then you're going to need a solid block. Grab that solid block, place it right there. Now, time to place your observer circuit. And for some reason, I don't have an observer in my inventory. Hopefully I put that in the list. If I didn't, you will need 1 observer. And go ahead and place your observer, the other way around, just like this. Solid block here. And then now we are going to need our sticky piston again, another sticky piston, and we're just going to place it right under this block, just like so. And then all we're going to do is grab ourselves a redstone block, and we are going to place it right here. Now, from that redstone block, you want to come out 1, 2, so we have an open space in between this redstone block and here, and put a redstone dot right here. Now you're going to want to grab your gravity block as well as your piston, and what you're going to do is place your piston right on the side of this, just like that. Gravity block here, solid block this way, and then all you're going to do is place down a repeater right there. So what this circuit does is when this sees a block update, what it's going to do is it's going to push a signal here, but you'll see that that redstone only lights up once. So when this is all extended, you're not going to get 2 repeater ticks. You only get 1 because this gravity block is in the air when the second tick comes through, so we only get 1 tick, which is exactly what we want. So now we can just pull some solid blocks from here and a redstone line right there, and then if we go ahead and put that into that, we should see when we get a block right here, a block right here, all of those should extend only once, just like that, and that is perfect. Now we're going to grab our oak leaves again. Of course, any kind of leaves will work for this, and you're just going to throw those straight on top, and then 1 more row out, just like that. Now we are ready to plant our sugarcane, and we are pretty much done here. So let's grab our sugarcane just like this, throw it all the way down in a line, flip this lever, and yeah, before we do that, you need to make sure you have 1 more row of glass, because if not, this stuff is going to go flying everywhere. So go ahead and add 1 more row of glass just like this. Perfect. And now if we flick this lever, we'll see that we start to get sugarcane here. Boom, perfect. And I would plant them how I planted them, left to right. That way the last one you plant is the one close to the observer, because you want most of these to grow up before this one does. That way you get the most amount. You can see these sugar canes are all growing before that one, and then finally this one will grow and the system will kick off and we will get our drops into this chest. And if you don't want to stack these, this is pretty much done. What you could do is go ahead and place some glass right here if you wanted to, just give it a more finished look. Totally up to you. That is only for aesthetics. You can see it kind of popped out this one. That should never happen. I've only seen that happen just now, so I've tested this a bunch and I've never seen any sugarcane end up there. It might have just been when we were placing that glass. It freaked it out, no problem. But anyways, if you want this glass here just for aesthetic reasons, that's totally fine. But if not, then this tutorial is totally done for you if you don't want to stack these. So let's talk about stacking. So what we're going to do is we're just going to flick this off right here, and then we are going to need some solid blocks here. Actually, not there. So what you're going to want to do now is you are going to want to place a row of solid blocks just like this all the way across 11 wide, as I do on screen, and then you're going to want to grab your redstone torches, and again you're going to need 11 redstone torches just like we did below, like this, and then you're going to want solid blocks on top of each of those. So you should end up having something that looks like a little bit like this. Yeah, so just a row of redstone torches right up into these blocks. Now we can place in our dispensers, and I'm going to do this kind of fast because we've already talked about all this below. We're basically just copying what we did below this, and we're just putting it straight up here. So yep, that's all we need right there is these guys. And then again, you're going to place empty buckets in the front, and place all your filled buckets in the back. I'm going to do that now, but you guys don't need to see that on camera because we already did it down there. Alright, now I would place in my stairs and my half slabs now that you have all of those done and filled in the way they should be filled in, exactly as we did down below. Just place in your stairs in this formation and then your half slabs just like this. Now go ahead and grab your glass and we're just going to go around like we did before. You don't need the corners here if you want to save some glass. And we're just going to go up to the level where these are, just like so. And we can go ahead and go one higher probably, just like this. Now what you're going to need is you're going to need some buttons. I did not include this in the list, but if you're going to make this upper level, then you are going to need buttons, and you're going to need to place them directly in front of these dispensers. Just place a button in each spot, just like I do on screen. Right in front of the dispensers, you should have 11 buttons, just like that. That looks perfect. Now grab yourself your dirt and run that right down the middle, just like this. And grab yourself a water bucket and waterlog all of these half slabs just like I do on screen. Make sure each of these are waterlogged. Alright, now what we want to do is we want to set up the redstone for this line of dispensers right here. And actually that's one level too high. You want to make sure you go at the level of the leaf blocks on the row below. So right on top of this piston, we're going to run a line just like this and another line just like that. Now grab your repeaters, put those straight into those blocks just like so. Make sure you don't put any extra ticks on these. They should be no ticks on those. And then go ahead and grab your redstone and just run it straight across like this. You should have something that looks like that. Now what you're going to do is grab another repeater, put it facing off this way just like that, and then into a solid block with a redstone torch on top. Then we're going to do redstone tower straight up, just like so. And then actually we can make one here, and that should turn this torch on just like that. So again, block, redstone torch, block, redstone torch, block, redstone torch on this side, into another block with a redstone torch, and you should get something that looks like this. And all of these should be lit up at this point, and that is perfect. Now what we need to do is we need to run another redstone line for our piston. Actually, we haven't even put out our piston yet, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's grab our oak leaf blocks, and again we're just going to go straight across, but this time we're going to do 2 on each edge. This at this height right here, so that's just a temporary block, we can get rid of that. And then we're going to do 2 right here, and you should have something that looks like that. Now what you're going to need is your lighting blocks again. Go ahead and grab those. You're going to need 11 more of these and just put them in a row just like this. Grab your sticky piston and you can place it on the second block just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run the redstone straight up for this. So what you can do is just make yourself a little redstone line, but you're going to have to go away from those where you don't connect to that piece of redstone. So go ahead and place a piece of redstone here, here, and then we can just tower up from here like I do on screen. And we don't need these actually. And we're just going to tower up to the height that we need here. Just back and forth placing these glass and then the redstone line. And we could probably leave that there. And then we just run a row of glass just like this. And our redstone goes straight into there just like that. You should have something that looks like this. Again, just stair step up with glass and redstone, and then you will have your sticky piston right here. Now you can go ahead and grab your slime blocks, throw them in right here, just like so. Grab your glass and just come all the way around this. all the way around just like this. And then we're just going to close in this part. You can't have glass there, sorry. Move these leaf blocks back one. You have to have leaf blocks wherever this is going to slide by. So we would need a leaf block in this corner as well, and then get rid of that. And we can put our glass blocks here. And yeah, we should have something that looks like that. That looks pretty good. And then one more row of glass on top of all of this. And grab your leaf blocks, place your leaf blocks in just like so. And now we can go ahead and place in all of our sugarcane. So grab your sugarcane and just place it in a line all the way across like so. And now if we flick this on, we should see both the top and the bottom grow. There we go, you can see the top is growing as well as the bottom. And boom, your farm is totally done. So that's how you stack these things. It will make the bottom a little less efficient or the top a little less efficient when you create multiple of these. You'll see like on this one, actually that was a pretty good one, almost all of them were done. And you can stack this up as high as you'd like, it doesn't really matter, it's totally up to you guys. So yeah, that's kind of cool. If you want a super industrial one that goes super tall, go ahead and build it, and you're going to get tons and tons of sugarcane. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's a little longer one, but hopefully it helped you guys out, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!